Hey everybody, it's your girl Lavina. I came to y'all today because I really wanted to talk and get some things off my chest. Let me say this. Last night my cousin was shot in the city of Detroit. It is so sad, like, and just so draining. Like, every day is a death, or somebody getting shot. Like I was up all night. It really hurts me, and it scares me. For some reason, my cousin is my first cousin's son. And it's like, y'all, I just, I just feel his pain. Like, I know he is so hurt. It's his first child, and this is like the second time he's been shot in the face. Like, you know what I mean? It's just so hard because this past last summer, my cousin, my other cousin, her son was shot in the back of the head in Inkster. Chris, then he's dead, same age as my daughter. They all best cousins. They all like so tight, just like me and their parents. It's so hard, y'all. We moved out of Detroit. We moved to Florida, and it just makes me like I can't stand it. Like I can't stand. It's making me like really so just like I can't stand Detroit. I know violence happen everywhere, but Detroit is the particular city that I came from. My daughter's father was murdered in the city of Detroit. uh I went through all kind of stuff in the city of Detroit. You know what I mean? It's like when is things gonna change, y'all? When is things gonna get better? I know it's not all about you know it's nobody's fault. It is somebody's fault. First of all, it's some of the parents' faults. It's some it's the government fault. Because contrary to popular belief, I truly believe that a lot of people are the product of their environment. You know what I mean? I really believe that. Like, you know what I mean? Like, here in Florida, it's so different. Well, the part of Florida where I'm at, I know it's hoods everywhere we go, but we moved to more of a country. They call it the country. It's not the city, but I didn't want to live in a big city anymore after living in Detroit, for obvious reasons. But I really believe, our government, our mayors, our governors, and everything, when it comes to the black community, you guys, I truly feel like, they can do something about the poverty level, the drugs that's being sold and used all over the city. Take it as an example. Detroit got open and carry. They also got legalized weed, legalized marijuana. They got liquor stores on every other corner. Where they do that at? Where do they do that at? Where I'm at now, you got to drive miles and miles to see a liquor store. I have not seen in the whole year we've been here. I haven't seen a legalized marijuana shop yet. And I think it's a setup. Motherfuckers, not, excuse my French, everybody running around the city of Detroit, not everybody, but a lot of people, especially younger adults, running around with guns, high and drunk. So what that? How you do that? I mean, what's gonna be? It's not gonna be real good outcomes a lot of times. That's why we got the hell out of there. While we could, when we had the opportunity, and I feel like I escaped with my life. Real talk. I feel like I escaped with my life, and I feel like I'm giving my 10-year-old an opportunity that I wasn't able to give my other children, and my husband wasn't able to give his other children. They are grown though, and they don't live in Detroit. Not blaming the city. I am blaming the city because it's ridiculous. I don't even know why I'm fixing my mouth to say I'm not blaming the city. I'm blaming the whole system. Like, you know what I mean? You pump these neighborhoods with all this stuff, and then you say, oh, you fight them temptations, even though you're growing up in a public school system that is ridiculous. It's a joke, a goddamn joke. When we moved here, my son was so far behind. I was like, what the hell? I had no idea people learning like this. You know, even the good schools, Renaissance and Cass, as soon as them kids graduate from them schools, which is so-called the higher learning schools in Detroit, they go off to college and they got to get a damn tutor. It's crazy. But you put all these drugs, all these, and you legalize it after you done threw so many of these black men and women in jail. Then you want to go ahead and you legalize shit. You know what I mean? While other people homes is broken apart because it wasn't legal then when you locked their mama or their daddy up, and now you got these kids, you know, raised by single parent households, and the mama got to work 10-12 hours a day to pay the rent, or she a bum or a welfare mama if she don't work and stay at home and raise her kid. Like, what the fuck y'all want? You know, it's sad. It's so sad. Like, and my cousin, you know, he went to jail. He was a product of his environment. Hell, I've been to jail. I've been to prison, county, you name it, rehabs, all that. A product of my environment, you know, and thank God for second chances, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth chances. You know, y'all. So I just wanted to come to y'all and vent a little bit. Y'all please pray for my cousin because, you know, all this violence, it do something to me. My husband had to say, I'm taking you to the park. Like, you getting out this bed. Like, because I went into my sunken place. Because it's like I had a scary feeling all day yesterday. But I thought it was going to be my mama, y'all. Because she can't get her stuff together. Then she my mama. Since I moved down here to Florida, I just be worrying about the people back in Detroit. That's my husband. He just came in. He don't probably realize I'm recording, y'all. So just try to disregard him. But yeah, you know, you changing your life on one aspect, but then you got your old life and the people you left behind, and in the other aspect. And I'm human. I love my family. You know what I mean? I love my mama. It's only me now because my sister passed in 2011. I love my parents. I love my children. I love my cousins. I love everybody in my family. But I had to get the hell on out of there with the quickness. Like, I was running for my life. Our house we left back there that we somebody buying from us, it looked like the feds came and ran us up out of there. That's how we left. And it was just something in my spirit, like, we got to go now before something bad happened. You know what I mean? My husband couldn't even go to the gas station at night. I used to fear for his life. So I just think, you know, it's horrible to say, but I just think some places, everybody just need to leave. And just, if they could, or if you can find a way, like, get out of those communities. If it's crime written, drug written, and you see, you know, drugs on every corner, or you see liquor stores on every corner or something like that, get out of there. Save your money and go, especially if you had kids. You know what I mean? Because trust me, being a product of your environment is so true. You know, because you got Pookie, your child growing up with Pookie down the street, and his mama is Bebe and Ray Ray. Bebe is the mama, Ray Ray the daddy. And you got Bebe and Ray Ray on every other side of you. Then you might got Miss Sheila and Miss Sheila and Mr. Tom. You might have one or two Miss Sheilas and Miss Toms on your block. Then you got Nene and them. And they all raising kids in a house full of dysfunction. And they get older. Okay? So I don't want to see another family member on no t-shirt, no balloon release if y'all. It is so draining. Like, I just, and I can't just block it off. Sadly. Some people can just say, oh, it ain't me. You know what I mean? I'm out of there. They should do the same. But when you grew up close knit like we did in the 70s and the 80s with your family members, it's hard to do. You know what I mean? It's so hard for me too. But that just makes me realize that I'm not never going back there. Never. Never. I don't want my son getting shot in the head, by no gun, or getting on drugs, or selling drugs, or feeling like he got to be like baby kids and be all tough and hard. I don't want that. I just wanted to come here, y'all. And I felt it inside of me, like, to get it out on this, make a vlog or a video about it. Like, it's hard growing up in the inner city. It is. It is. And I mean, I don't like, like Chirac and stuff. I always ask my husband, like, why do people stay there? But obviously, I don't know what it is. Obviously, I stayed there for 40-something years, but my life and my mindset was totally different. It took for me to have a mental shift, y'all. A mental shift, Like, I didn't see nothing wrong with Detroit. I knew it was bad, but that was my reality. That's what I grew up in. That's where I lived in. That's where my family from. That's where the parties I went to was at. That's where my life experiences came from. But when I met my husband and we started traveling to other places and we became entrepreneurs, I stopped thinking inside of a box. I started thinking like these white people. I started seeing how these white people live. I started seeing how these white people take their families on vacations, how they husbands and wives travel to other places. I started wanting that for myself. I started saying, oh shit, I ain't got to live in the hood. I ain't got to live in the ghetto. But everybody don't get that glimpse of hope. Everybody don't. And that's just the sad reality of the situation. Everybody ain't gonna see a beautiful Florida. Everybody ain't gonna never get on a cruise. Some people that live in Detroit ain't never been across 8 Mile, been to the suburbs. They just stuck in that damn Detroit. They ain't never seen how the white people live. All they know is ice cream trucks and killers, and dope, and weed smoke, and 40-ounce bottles all over the damn place. So it wasn't until I saw that life could be better that I wanted better. But what do you do? What do you do with the people who don't ever get that chance to see? We live in Detroit. We live in Michigan. Hell, some kids ain't never been to see the Point, and that's in Ohio. You say you going to see the Point, or you went to see the Point, they jealous of your kid. Cause hell, they mama ain't took them nowhere. Not even to the festival, the carnival. Okay? So what do you do with the people in these cities what do you do with the people in these cities who don't know no better? That's when the government, I think, come in. Like, somebody need to do better with showing people another side of the coin. They teach you every damn thing else that's basically useless, in my opinion, in school, but don't teach you nothing about entrepreneurship, nothing about budgeting, nothing about financing. It's like it set you up for failure. And that go for the poor white communities too. Hell, some of them ain't never seen past the trailer park. Or Meemaw house. wherever the hell Meemaw live at. That little country dirt road. Some people, you know, it's. I think it's all of it. I think it's racism, classism, ageism, all them damn isms. And you know, sadly, but if things don't change, it's going to be one sad day eventually for Americans, you know, of all races. And it definitely has, I think, now that I have the mindset that I have, I really believe now it's definitely classism above anything else. Because if you black and you got some money, you can experience a whole nother side of life. But you're still black. But with money, you experience life a little different. Because right now, the life I'm experiencing in Davenport, Florida, is we still wake up and can't believe we here. We still can't wake up and we experiencing the same damn clouds. These clouds in the sky compared to the clouds in Detroit. This whole scenery, like a tropical place. And we in the same country. But it's mind-blowing. Okay? It's definitely mind-blowing. So yeah, I wanna stay here in a more tropical place. Haven't heard a gunshot yet. And I was on my bed, on my floor, like 3 days out the week in Detroit from gunshots, okay? I ain't heard a wild dog barking. None of that since I've been here. And I'm sure that wouldn't be the case if it was a liquor store and a weed store on every other corner and open carry. People walking around like this, the wild, wild west, wild high, and drunk. So y'all say a prayer for my family, okay? Pray my little cousin gets better, comes out of this coma. And just pray for these cities, these unforgotten people, the people with no visions to see, because ain't nobody gave them nothing to see. I don't even know what kind of TV shows they watch. I don't even know what they watch on YouTube. I don't even know if they even have the mentality to watch anything inspiring in life, even on YouTube. You know, I don't know if they reading any books. Where is their hope coming from? You know, you got a hopeless people out here in this world. A hopeless people. They feel like the only options in their life is to sell dope, work at somebody's plant, rob people, all the bad things, or hoe on the street. You know what I mean? Or smoke crack, or shoot heroin. Things to escape your reality. You know, some people feel like those are their options in life. Say it ain't so. Who gonna help them? Where can they get some hope from? How many mothers gotta lose their sons and daughters to gun violence? How many mothers gotta try to save their children from hanging around, growing up and hanging around the would-be shooters? Because them little kids your kids going to school with, a lot of them going to be the shooter one day. Or the victim. In these kind of communities, only a handful are going to make it out without trauma. If that's even possible at all. So, I gotta go in here. I gotta go pick Jayden up from school. Like I said, pray for my family, y'all. And I'm gonna pray for y'all wherever y'all from. Whoever watching this video. You know, as a people, things just gotta change. You gotta be the change you wanna see. You gotta maybe inspire a young kid that you see today. Tell them something that maybe they mama and daddy ain't telling them because they don't know no better. Like, hey, you can be anything you want to be. All right, y'all. Y'all have a good day. All right. We're going to keep each other uplifted. Thank y'all so much for watching this video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Bye.